this and get it.
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to my video review of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. My name is Patrick Mosley and my YouTube username is ViciousXUSMC. We're going to be doing a really quick moving review here. 10 minutes isn't much time. I'm going to try to cover all the bases, let you know who the characters are, all the different game modes you can look forward to, and try to cover some of the new things. Be forewarned, there's spoilers. If you haven't played the game yet, I will be showing hidden characters and hidden game modes. So don't complain about it later on, you were warned about it. So without further ado, we'll move into the game footage and we'll go from there. Okay, first things first, we're going to take a look at the main menu. As you can see, a lot of familiar things here. Group mode for multiple players, solo for when you play by yourself, the vault with all your collections of trophies and things, the options to configure the game, and the data for your save. The new one you've never seen before is definitely the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. We'll be going into more depth on that later, but that's so that you can go online and play against friends or other people online that you don't even know, and it really makes this game a special game in my opinion. Here's a quick look at the group menu. Just a standard brawl to start fighting, rotation when you have a lot of people playing at once, the tournament for elimination style, the names tag to set up your names for each character you want to use, and then all the rule sets at the top. There's a lot of different rules you can set, so that really makes replaying the game a lot more fun if you change up the rules. I'm just going to tap through this stuff real quick so you can look at it, some of the options. If you want to take a better look at it, just pause the video and you can read what it says. Like I said, 10 minutes isn't much time, so I have to move quick on this stuff. Okay, here we go. Here's the solo menu. As you can see, most of it's the same from the past games. You've got the stadium, training, events, the classic fighting. The new one here on the Wii again is going to be the adventure mode, the subspace emissary, and that's what we're going to get into now. It's really neat. It's like a side-scrolling adventure mode where it has cutscenes and storyline and whatnot, and it really expands the game a lot. This here is what you're going to see when you get into the mode. It's the main map, so you can actually choose the stage you want to go to after you've completed it. When you're starting a new game, you're not going to go directly to the map. You're going to start off with a cutscene and begin the story. As you go through the story, pretty much, you're going to be forced to use the characters that correspond to that part of the story. But after you've gone and beaten the entire mode, you can come back and pick whatever characters you want and replay to get your 100%. As you can see here, I just picked a stage at random. I didn't realize which one it was. But this is not the normal game mode that you're used to where you just fight. You definitely can see that this is different. This stage is self-scrolling, so it wasn't a good example. But most stages you're free to move around and explore the area and look for hidden paths and just fight off the enemies. Different stage I picked here, same deal. It's a somewhat self-scrolling stage, but you can see what kind of things you go through. Enemies everywhere, and it gets pretty chaotic sometimes, especially in higher difficulties. This is a good way to collect stickers and trophies, and also it was a pretty quick way to unlock all the characters. I did this mode first, and I had every character in the game in like less than a day, but I played almost all day. Here's something else that's new and unique for the game. It's sticker collections instead of just trophies and things like that. You can find stickers in almost all the game modes that will go into your collection, and you can apply these to each one of your characters, and in the subspace emissary you will get bonuses based on what stickers you equip. So I don't think it works in any other mode as far as I know right now. They got some pretty powerful effects. It's just another one of those collection things. Keep in mind you have to apply them, and then once you do apply them, if you ever remove them, that you will lose them. Alright, let's pause for a second. The next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go to the character selection screen and just quickly go over all the characters in the game. Like I said, I believe I have every character unlocked. So if you don't want to see who's in the game, then you don't want to watch this part, but just pause the video if you need to, because I'm going to look through them real quick, and I'll try to say who they are as I go over it. Alright, first we got Mario from Mario Brothers. Then we got Donkey Kong from the Donkey Kong games. We've got Link from Zelda, Samus from Super Metroid, Kirby from the Kirby games, Fox from Star Fox, Pikachu is one of the Pokemon. Marth, I think, is from Breath of Fire games, Mr. Game & Watch from the old Black and White games, Snake from Metal Gear, Ike, I think, is from also Breath of Fire, Pokemon Trainer from Pokemon, Falco from Star Fox, Meta Knight, I believe, is Kirby. It has its own game I haven't played, so I don't know the name of it. Zelda from Zelda, Diddy Kong from Donkey Kong, Luigi from Mario, Peach from Mario, Yoshi's from Mario, Ganondorf from the Zelda games, Ice Climbers, I'm not too sure of, I think it's their own game, King DDD, I'm not sure of, Wolf from Star Fox, Lucario is from Pokemon, Ness is from Earthbound, Sonic from Sonic games, Lucas from Earthbound, Jigglypuff's a Pokemon, Captain Falco from F-Zero, Olimar I'm not sure of, Rob is an old Nintendo character, Toon Link from Zelda, Wario from the Wario games and some Mario games, and then a good old Bowser, and that's your character casts. Alright, the next thing up is I'm going to go back to the menu and let you guys see the other options real quick. The vault, you can pause this to look at it. It's got all your stickers, trophies, you can build your own stages, you can do a lot of things with this. So, a collection person's dream this game is. You can get all these things. And the actual options themselves, you can finally have widescreen. You have 4:3 and 16:9, so depending on what kind of TV or monitor you use, you can set that. You've got the flicker, rumble, sound controls, you can set music for each stage. It's really nice, so you have a lot of options there. And the last thing I'm going to cover is what I think is the most important thing about the new Super Smash Bros. Is you can finally go online and play with people. So this is the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. You can play with your friends on here if you register them. Then you have a roster where you can add people. There's a max limit, I think it's 23. You can also do like the home run contest against friends. They might add more in the future, who knows. And then you can also play against anyone. You can spectate a match, or you can just go in and fight somebody. Now I'm going to be fast forwarding through this stuff because we're almost out of time, and also there's no point just watching me wait. But you can see this is what happens when you go to choose to fight anybody. You're going to go choose your character, then you're going to go to the practice stage, and it's going to try to connect you with 4 people. Once the first person connects, the timer is going to start, and if you don't manage to get 4 people before the time is out, then it will start the match automatically, and you will have the CPU pick up the extra people. And the CPU is actually pretty good. So I know there's a lot of things that say this mode isn't working, but it does work. It's just most of you need to get your router settings correct, and it'll work for you. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to go online. We've only got 1 person this match, which is really unusual. I usually have 4. But this gives you an example of what it's like. You can see it's just like playing with your friends, except they don't have to be there, and that's really great for someone like me. You know, I've got kids and I'm married and everything. I never get to go out and do that kind of stuff. And generally, it's a really lag-free experience, but you do run into the lag here and there. It depends probably strongly on the characters that you're playing against, their connection, and the Nintendo's Wi-Fi connection itself is still, you know, in a premature phase, so it's surely going to get better over time. I'm not really focusing on fighting here, I'm focusing more on the review, but this is the end of the review right here, just to show you the online and what it is. If you have questions about the online mode, like you can't get it to work and whatnot, Google it, because you have to have ports forwarded and you have to have good settings to get it to work correctly. You can ask me a question about it, just post it as a reply to the video, and I'll try to help you out with it. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on this video. I hope you enjoyed the review. You know, I don't get paid for these things, so I can't spend a lot of time on it. I might actually try to get like a donation thing set up, see how that works. If you guys appreciated the video and you thought it was worth watching, maybe donate to PayPal. And if I see that I actually get donations for this, then I'd be more than happy to spend more time on these in the future and make them a lot better.